back to my channel for another video. Thank you for my return subscribers for returning. Hello everyone, here my Carrot Beauty. In today's video is going to be a labour story. So I hope you all enjoyed today's video. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to the channel. Please make sure notification bells on before you leave, and let's go straight into the video. So as I said in my intro, today is going to be a labour story, which is my planned C-section that I not long had with my daughter. So when this goes up, she will be 5-6 weeks old, and I will be 5-6 weeks postpartum, which has gone really, really fast. So to start you all off, as you all would have known, she was breech at gone 30 weeks, and they decided before that to plan a C-section because I had a previous C-section. So they planned to do that, and they stuck to the plan of me having a planned C-section. So I kept having growth scans to make sure if she was to move and if she was growing okay and everything like that. It got to 38 weeks pregnant and she was still breech, and it got to the point where they planned the C-section. I went for my scan and saw the midwife and the doctor and a consultant, and they booked me in, and they literally gave me a week's notice to literally prepare myself mentally and physically and emotionally, to prepare like the whole house, whole home ready, to prepare ourselves, to prepare our sons for the arrival of their sister. And it got very, very stressful because I had literally appointments coming out my ears and having so much to sort out. It got to the day before my C-section, and I literally last minute packed everything that I could think of. Luckily managed to pack it all in time, and on the night before I had to take 2 Meprazole to line up my stomach and get rid of all the acid, sort of whatever's gone on in your body, sort of get rid of all the acid in there, so then you're not sick or anything like that during your C-section, because you're not allowed to eat from a certain amount of time until you've had the baby. And it was a very, very long time because I stopped eating that night about 9:30, and then I couldn't eat till literally after I had her, and I didn't eat until about 8 o'clock that night after having her. So you had to take 2 Meprazole, and then on the morning of my planned C-section, I had to wake up early to then take another 2 Meprazole, and I had to have a insulated or enzycotic drink, which is a Lucozade Sport, because it's not allowed anything fizzy. So I had that, and I drank that within the 2 hours that you're meant to be drinking it, because you're meant to do it 2 hours before you go in the hospital. And then I was booked in for 11 o'clock. So we left about 10:30 and didn't get it till about 11:10. We waited over an hour and a half for me to be placed in a side room, which is by the theatres, ready to get prepared for having my C-section. So as you would have saw in my labour vlog, you would have saw that we were in a side room and we were sat on our iPads. We got into side room about 12:30, 1:15, and then we had doctors, midwives, anaesthetists, who else? A consultant, all come in, do paperwork, talk through everything as I would have known. If there was any questions that I needed to ask, if I was allergic to anything, and things like that. And it got to about, what time was it I went? About 3:50. And what happened? And then they basically said, right, look, get all your bits and let's go to theatre. So we literally walked to theatre, which was literally round the corner, and they prepped me onto the bed ready, and you have to sit really close to the edge of the bed for your what's it called, epidural in your back. And luckily this time round it didn't hurt as much as the first time round, which was good because of the consultant said to me she didn't want me to be in as much pain as last time, which was a relief. So they did the epidural, and then they was waiting for it to do its thing, work. It literally worked within minutes, and that's never happened to me before with an epidural. So they literally led me down straight away and did, like, they were like, have you got pins and needles? Can you feel anything? Because they were like starting to touch places like from your feet up until like here, which is just below your boobs. They want to make sure you cannot feel anything like below, because otherwise if you do, it's going to hurt and the baby's going to come out. So they did that. I have all my drips on me and everything like that. They had the cover up ready. They gave me a shave. And then they just basically opened me up where my last scar is, and basically did what they had to do. They had to cut through so many layers to be able to get her out. And that took within a couple of minutes. And so they basically feel like, they say it feels like washing up, which it does. There's a lot of tugging and there's a lot of pulling. And it just feels really, 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 really weird. So they were doing it. And then she was born, time she was born at, but if I do remember, I'll put it down below. And then we went into, I got stitched back up, I went into recovery. I was in recovery for a couple of hours. So that is my labour story, and I hope you all enjoyed today's video. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to the channel. Please make sure notification bells on before you leave, and I'll see you all soon for another video. Love you all.